right now. I finally found some, this. YouTube is live and checking connection. Charles's eyeballs are in the screen. We're live. It's good. It's gone good. See, when this button goes pink, it means live. Okay, so good morning, everyone. Good morning, everyone. YouTube. Okay. So you're playing through that. You're playing through my phone. We're playing through the speaker. We're like, wait, is this me? Is that my speaker? No, shouldn't be. I have no idea. I've connected to a speaker, so fingers crossed you guys can hear me. Can you guys hear me? Let me know. Here we go, Wally. Let me know if you can hear me because I think that my phone is connected to a speaker. So fingers crossed. I was first live on you. What's Leah making now? Okay, so I am making a delicious pad thai, or like a noodle sort of pad thai inspired noodle stir fry thing. So it's going to be seriously delicious. I'm glad you guys can hear me. Thank you very much for letting me know. I've got all the Instagram questions because this is a little bit far away from me. I can see it all on here. Yes, we can hear you well. Yes. There's a massive echo. Is the mic on? Yeah. Dang it. Hopefully my phone. Oh, the phone echo. Don't touch the mic. Okay, good. Charles was like, don't touch the mic, Leah. Okay, so I'm glad. So it is a little bit echoey, yeah. So it's because we're in the warehouse. Dang it. Surprised you got to pay for showbiz. So we are going to make a pad thai today. So I'm going to start off with some veg. I have some chili here. So that's our first little ingredient. If you want it, you can use it. If not, just remove that. Some spring onion, or what did we call these yesterday? Shallots or scallions. So I've got that. No echo on YouTube, watching it on my TV. Yes, I'm so glad you're watching it on TV. That's great. So I've got some capsicum here as well. So with this recipe, it's basically like a noodle sort of stir fry thing with some nuts and some eggs. So it's going to be really delicious. But you can use whatever veg you've got. So I'm just using whatever veg I had in the fridge. So I've got capsicum, broccoli, spring onion, and some carrot as my base, and then you can literally add like zucchini, you can add anything, honestly anything. So we're going to start, so I'm going to start chopping off my veg. So I've got spring onion and chili, that's going to go in the pan first, and some coriander. I have coriander. Do you guys like coriander? Please let me know. How do you make a simple bun look so pretty? This took me 4 hours this morning. Do you agree, Mitch? I was up at 4 a.m. So I'm going to slice up these spring onions super thin, as thin as you kind of can get them, but there's honestly no biggie. I love making pad thai. Loving these lives. Thank you. Is capsicum a bell pepper? Yes, so capsicum is bell pepper. We call them capsicum here. Pardon? No, I think peppers is like this. This will be a pepper. Confirm or not confirm. This will be a pepper. I feel like this is a long red chili for us. I'm pretty sure it's like bell pepper is capsicum. So fingers crossed. So we're doing some spring onion now. We're making a veggie sort of pad thai. If you want to do some sort of like meat, you can add chicken, you can add prawns, you can add sort of like whatever you like. And here is just like sort of a noodle stir fry, just with a little bit of delicious. Nope, that's a chili. Right, cool. If I cook it now, will it be okay tonight? You can actually absolutely prep it with me now. When it comes to cooking, you can cook the veg, but I would put the noodles together and I would put the dressing when you're about to eat. So you can cook the egg, you can cook everything. Just as you're about to eat, dress it because it can get a little bit dry. So just keep that in mind. Before you guys do this, get your noodles ready. So in my bowl over here, I have just been soaking my noodles in some water. Read the back of your packet because some of them, if you put hot boiling water on them, they tend to stick together. So if you just put some cold tap water and just let them soak for like 10-20 minutes, they're perfect, so they don't overcook or like get all sticky and gross. We call them chilies in Australia. Come on out, Kayla. Yes, that's a pepper. I love that. How do you learn to cut without looking with veggies? So without looking at them, I run my knife down my knuckle. So you can pretty much know that you're not going to cut your finger. If you're touching your knuckle and your finger is like behind, you will never cut your finger. I'm cutting on my hot plate right now, which is not a good thing, but that's okay. What if you don't have pad thai noodles? If you don't, you could use something like rice. That is super easy with like a rice sort of stir fry. Yum. You can use normal rice noodles, vermicelli noodles. You can kind of use whatever. Soba noodles, ramen noodles, anything. Now these chilies yesterday were so hot in the dumpling, so I'm going to do half because that was bloody ridiculous. Have you made it with vermicelli noodles before? Yes, vermicelli noodles, seriously, it's good. I like it. I love it with that. I'm going to go ahead and put the chili and the spring onion in the pan, which is just next to me. I'm cutting on my hot plate, so I can't put my pan on the hot plate. So chucking them in there because they're going to go in to cook first. And then we'll cut up the rest of the veg. If you are cooking this now, let me know if you're doing it with me. What do I have next? Some carrot. So you can either peel your carrot or leave it. I just leave it. I just give it a really good wash. Can't be bothered peeling it. It takes too long. Why are you laughing?
It's funny.
It's funny. Okay, so what I do, this is probably going to be quite dangerous. I usually do this. That chili isn't hot at all. Yes, they are. They're violent. I don't know why. Usually long red chilies are like mild as, but they are so hot. I was like, couldn't breathe yesterday. So what I do is I basically cut it in half, and then using my knife, I slice like thin little strips down there. So you've got to put pressure on the knife to be able to go all the way down. Keep it going. So cutting the full way through. Be really careful with this, and you need to have a sharp knife. So I've got like little thin strips of the carrot. Then I put them on top of each other and then just slice like that. Cooking with you, yay! The Thai ones are hotter, yeah, more than likely. Definitely they're hotter. I'm like, for some reason, the last like couple weeks, I've been really weak with chili. Like I'm a chili fiend and I'm like super weak, I don't know why. All right, so as thin as you can possibly get them, I just stack them on top of each other, but again, be careful because they can slip out. Eek. So then, you've got like really nice like julienne carrots, if you can kind of sort of see that. So I'm just going to chuck all these into a bowl because they kind of all go in at once. So once the carrot's done, we'll move on to the rest of the veg. This is a really good recipe because it's like no wastage at all. What am I making for people who came on in? I'm making a pad thai or like a sort of like noodle sort of stir fry. I use like nuts and all that kind of stuff and eggs. So it's kind of like similar to a pad thai, but my own little spin. Loads of veg. Pardon?
It is pad thai, not so much.
Yeah, it is pad thai. It is pad thai. Eek. Mitch and I like, he's not really the biggest, like, obviously he'd love to have like chicken and stuff in it. But we had this the other night and he loved it, didn't you? So good. It was actually really delicious. I loved it. Okay, veggie goes in there. So this one's actually quite a quick, like, I reckon this will be under 30 minutes easily because we're just going to cook the veg, chuck the noodles in, dress it and then done. So it's a really easy dinner, and especially if you've got stuff in your fridge and you're just like, I need to get rid of all this veg before it goes. A stir fry is perfect to do that with. Can't wait to see how you make the sauce. Yeah, it's super easy. Super, super easy. All right.
Someone said when will the lives be on YouTube?
When will the lives be on YouTube? The lives are automatic on YouTube, so they're actually streaming above us right now on Instagram. And then they go on there straight away. So literally within, I don't know, 10 minutes, right? It's actually, yeah, it's live streaming on there now, so it should be automatic. As soon as we close off, it will upload the video. So all these veggies have been washed, by the way. I just get my broccoli and just pick it apart. Eek. So you can kind of do as big or as small pieces as you like. I'm just going to throw that into the bowl.
Would the flavour be different without tamarind sauce?
Without soy, because I don't think we're using tamarind sauce, we're using soy. But no, you can kind of just make your own flavour with these sauces, as long as you've got a good base. We're just going to taste test it today, to be honest, because I don't have any actual measurements. Now, with the broccoli stem, I don't know if you guys do this, but I always use it because I don't know, like Mum used to cut it up for us and I've never not used it. So I just kind of cut off the edging, which is like kind of like this tough skin part. And underneath it is a really, really yum, I don't know, how would you explain broccoli stem taste?
Delicious.
Yeah, it's like a green carrot. Does that make any sense? Carrot? Because it has like the kind of crunch of a carrot, but a better texture of a carrot. I love it. So same deal as what I'm going to do exactly with the carrot. I'm going to slice it up real thin, and then we're going to slice it into like little strips. It's seriously good. I absolutely love it. And then like watching you on my TV. Oh, that's so good. I'm so glad. TV is a lot better. It's so much easier to follow. That makes me so happy. So that is what I would do to the broccoli stem. You can kind of just like thin it out. It's good. And if you'll be like, why haven't I done this before? Because like usually people throw it out. It's such a wasted, underrated bit of the veg. You can thank Mama at Zenas for that one. So done, that's done. And then we have the capsicum last. So if you're doing any extra veg, just chop it up now. So I'm just gonna get the little stem part out of it. You guys are probably gonna be like, don't cut it like that, but eek. Done.
Done. That's it.
That's neat. I always try to use the stem, but I love the way you use it. Yes, it's so good. It's seriously, it's like one of my favorite veggies. Actually, when Mum cuts up broccoli, me and Kayla are at a wedding, they're like, can we have the bottom bits? And like she cuts it in half for us. It's so cute. Okay, so get rid of the seeds. You should see this. I don't know if YouTube can probably see this side of the bench. I'm like just wiping it onto the bench, but Instagram can't see anything. My dog loves this stem. I can't steal it from him now. Oh my God, it's hilarious. I wonder if
You can definitely see it.
you can definitely see that. Cool, 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 cool. Cool. Interesting. Thanks for telling me, you guys. So I'm just going to cut the capsicum with showbiz. Cut the capsicum just like this, so just into really thin sort of strips. Thinner they are, the quicker they're going to cook. So as thin as you can kind of get them. And I use the whole. I don't know. I don't bother cutting any of that middle of the stuff out. It's just a waste. So I just eat it. Absolutely fine. You can also cut the veg however you like. If you're not confident yet cutting things in strips, then don't cut it in big cubes or big chunks and whatever, and just cook it for a little bit longer. If you'd be so cool if you had an overhead camera, taste this up. Guys, just the two people that just give the people what they want. I said this yesterday. I was like, I need a camera above me so you guys can see exactly what I'm doing. And then Okay, so Mitch's idea is just for me to hold the chopping board up while cutting with a huge ass knife. I don't think so. That is not gonna happen. Okay, capsicum is done. So that is basically the base of the recipe. We are done with the veg. So we're gonna pop this over here, slide it on in. I just went whoop and it went all over the floor. Just that's what happens. That's what happens in my house kitchen. That's what happens in here. That's what happens in anywhere. Do you cut with both left and right? No, I'm right-handed, so I think this is switched, right? So it looks like I'm left-handed. No, right-handed. I definitely cannot cut with my left hand. No good deal. Okay, so the chili and the spring onion are in the pan right now. I wonder if you can see that better. Yeah, you might be able to see that better. Let's put it on this burner. Can you see that one better? I feel like you can. Or no? Yes, no? Mitch, pay attention a little bit here. Can you see this burner better?
Yeah.
Yeah, all right, cool. Just a little bit better because it's up front. How do you throw everything on the floor? Absolutely. And then Wally comes behind me and just eats everything. It's great. So with a little bit of olive oil, if you want to use peanut oil or sesame oil, use whichever you've got. I just use olive oil because I know that a lot more people have that in their home. I love that people have said that this, what's happened in showbiz, that it's now become a thing. Absolutely, I throw shit on the ground. Okay, while this is cooking up, so we're just gonna lightly fry this. We've got another pan here. We've got to do some nuts. So I'm using, why does this thing always lock on me? I don't understand. I'm using just crushed peanuts. So they're already crushed. You can use like regular peanuts or any other nut and just crush them up. But I'm using already crushed nuts because we're fancy up in here. So we've got just a little bit, I'm just gonna put some in the pan. No oil, not anything, we're just gonna dry toast them on the pan. When they get like nice and like goldeny, we'll take them out and we'll pop them on top. So that's perfect for that. Okay, we'll cook. What are we making today? We are making some pad thai and you guys are literally going to love. I'm really excited. So this now, if you're cooking along with me, what I would do is I would cook all the veg, cook your noodles, dinner time comes, pop everything together and then dress it and you'll be like good to go. Thanks for yesterday's people telling me that there was things up there. So these nuts, you kind of need to watch them. Give them a little bit of a shake every now and again just so they don't burn. Man, this pan sucks, it's too big. Eek, eek, eek. Cashews, you can use cashews, yum, absolutely, yes. And this chili is so good. Okay, so now that that's kind of like lightly cooked, we don't want to burn it. We're gonna put all the veg in there. Cool. Chuck that on in. Cook that up. I'm kind of like doing 3 things at once and just thinking about the dressing. That's easy. All right. Now we've got that, kind of just leave them as is. Once the nuts are done, we're actually going to cook an egg. Egg is optional. You can use a different protein instead. You can use chicken, prawn or whatever. We just use egg for a veggie sort of protein, or vegetarian at least. Some vegetarians eat eggs, some don't, I don't know. it's super hard. Do you put oil for the nuts? No oil, there's no oil in the nuts. It's literally just a dried toast. You can either put it in the oven under a grill if you want to do that, but you don't need to put any oil in here. Easy peasy. Can we use peanut sauce for this? Absolutely. You can. Are you cooking the veg on a medium heat? So the veg is cooked on a, medium to high heat. It's on level 8, it only goes up to level 9, but level 9 is like violent, level 8's medium. So I put it on level 8. It's probably like medium high heat. So I've got induction. If you're using like a gas top, just use between medium and high. Good. Okay, so these, I don't know if you can kind of see that, but they're slightly getting a little bit darker. That's exactly what we want. So a little bit longer on there. It doesn't take long for them to burn, so you keep your eye on them. I'm like reading comments, keep my eyes on these nuts, got 2 things in my hands. Where are you cooking today? I missed yesterday, but this isn't your kitchen we're used to. So this is the studio kitchen. We've just changed the background from brick to white. So I was at home the other week, but I wanted to cook here. Because the burner is facing you rather than facing on a back bench like a normal kitchen would be. So obviously we designed this kitchen for filming. And I don't like turning my back to the camera and talking, because if I was talking over there, you kind of wouldn't be able to hear or see anything I'm saying. So now these are done. Can you see those? Perfect, so they look really, really good. I'm just gonna pop them in a bowl. And then this hot pan, we are going to cook an egg. So just like literally 1 egg, pan's already hot. Tuck that in. What do you say? Toby says A. Hey, Toby. There you go, I acknowledged you for once. No, not my American accent. So a little bit of olive oil in there. We're just gonna scramble it. So you can do the whole like omelette thing where you make an omelette, then you roll it, and then you cut it. Like, I ain't got time for that. So we're just going to scramble an egg and leave it in there. That will be fine. So again, egg is absolutely optional. You can choose a different protein. So you can, if you're going to do something like chicken, cook the chicken in another pan, throw it in the veg when it's ready. Or prawns, same deal, cook it in another pan. Tofu even, fry the tofu off, then throw it in the pan with the veg. Easy peasy. All right, that's scrambled. That is perfectly fine. We're going to put that on we'll just put it on this board. I only had veg on there. Perfect. Pop that away. I'm going to cook this, continue cooking that for like maybe 2 or 3 more minutes. Will who? Me and Mitch, me and you. Answer. I'm down. Are you? Are you down for it? He's not. He just literally looks at me and he's just like, the whole time. He doesn't want it. Why? Is Mitch too shy for the camera? He's actually not. Like he loves it. He would love a good camera. He just, I don't know, he said he doesn't want to show me up, is what he said. Everyone, listen to the arrogance on him. People always want that they can't have. Stop writing that. All right, so that veg is cooking. We are going to do the dressing. So here I have a little bowl. I do everything freehand and I taste before I go in. Guys, stop laughing at him. He doesn't deserve it. He does not deserve it, seriously. He comes up with one-liners. He's like, I'm funny. I'm like, no, you're not. Like, No, agree. Okay, so in the dressing, we've got sesame oil, soy sauce. I'm going to bring them here. Fish sauce. I love fish sauce, completely optional for you. A little bit of stock. This is actually chicken stock. You're meant to use veggie stock. And then oyster sauce and a little bit of lime. Okay, so we're going to do a little bit of sesame oil first. You don't want a lot of this because it gets really strong. This is a toasted sesame as well, so it is really strong. Tiny bit of like that, maybe like a little teaspoon of sesame oil. Can we write this down? Teaspoon of sesame oil. Because I need to write it for later, because I'm guessing this. Quickly, someone write it down. Teaspoon of sesame oil. Let's get half of this stuff out. All right, we're guessing. This is how we do. This is how I do everything. Teaspoon of sesame oil. Let's do like, how much we got? Maybe a tablespoon of soy. See how that looks. When you get more and more confident in the kitchen, you'll be able to just guess things, taste things. Like, never eat a bland meal. You can always fix it with something. So then we got fish sauce. So with fish sauce, it's really strong. A lot of people don't like it. I love it. Drink that. Put a few, like just, maybe we'll do it. Hang on. We'll do a teaspoon. Okay? Teaspoon fish. I can just watch my video back and then be like, oh yeah, this is what I did. And then we got, I reckon we'll do a tablespoon of oyster. Whole tablespoon there. This is a big ass bottle of oyster sauce. Look how big that is. That's how much I like it. Okay. Chucking that in there. All right. That'll cook off for a little bit longer. And then we have some veggie stock. So veggie stock is just basically to give it a little bit of, so instead of it being so concentrated, put a, oh shit, 2 tablespoons of stock. And I've got, huh? Yep. Oh, I was like, I've got water all over my bench. I need a napkin. I need one of these things. I've got stock all over my bench. Okay, so that's that. Then we're gonna do a little bit of lime. I'm gonna chop up some lime. I know, she actually measured. Guys, this is what I have to do when it's freaking when I'm writing recipes. I'm like, I put things in and I'm like, damn it, and then I have to make it again because I'm like, stupid me just puts it in. Half a lime, I'm doing this for you. This is like, you all know this is hard for me. Half a lime juiced. Yeah, everything okay, what do you say, everything what? Okay. I'm glad you guys know that, and I'm glad you guys understand how hard that is for me to do. I don't understand. So then that is our dressing. We'll have to taste it because we don't know how actually it's going to taste like.
So good.
So good, so good. This is delicious. You can add some little garlic into the dressing. Should we do that? We may as well do a little bit of garlic.
It's showbiz.
It's showbiz. Would you like to get me a garlic piece, or would you like me to run and get some? Yeah, let's do it. Good. Oh, this is how this stuff works. We'll do 1 garlic clove because that'll be like an entire. Oh, okay. It's now on the floor. Would you like to get me another one? Catch me, garlic me. 3, 2, go long. Okay, so we got, that was 2 garlic cloves. It's showbiz. We'll do 1 garlic clove, everybody. What about the oil? We put a bit of sesame oil in that dressing at the start. We put what was it? Teaspoon. Charles is like, it was a teaspoon. I promise I wrote it down. Okay, it's so good. When would I add or cook the bean sprouts? Add them in right now. Was that in my recipe? I don't think that was in my recipe. I don't think I added bean sprouts. But if not, if it was, I haven't got them. But chuck them in right now so that they wilt a little bit. So they don't sprout at you, says Mitch. You can never have too much garlic. Very, very true. So, whole garlic clove, we'll put that in there, into the dressing. So I'm just going to grate mine in. I don't have a garlic crusher. I don't own one. Can you add chili in that sauce? So yes, you can absolutely add chili in the sauce. I added chili into this mixture, so just perhaps hold off unless you know your chilies are mild. Put chili in there. I would just be wary that you're going to burn your mouth, so just be careful. And then you can put a bit of coriander into the dressing, but I will put it obviously in at the end. People are going to hate this. Teaspoon of sesame, only 1 clove, all the garlic. We're only making not even maybe a couple of serves, 3 or 4, 2 or 3 serves. So we'll do 1 garlic, but I reckon you could definitely add some more. So, chuck them in. Okay, so noodles. My noodles are cooked. I don't know if your noodles are cooked or not, but my noodles are ready. Perfect. Your noodles are ready? Yeah. You need to soundproof your studio because it echoes. Oh yeah. Yeah, it's the roof is really high. Oh yeah, it's also because Instagram doesn't have a mic. So if you want a good audio, YouTube is filming behind and it's perfect. So you can literally stream this exact video on YouTube, perfect audio. Okay, so here is my noodles. I actually need to, that's not gonna be good. Can you get me that big bowl up there, like the big silver one? I was like, I've got a bowl of noodles, but I don't know how I'm gonna put that in here. Oh, someone said yuck. It's a bit sad. Okay. All right, noodles, colander. We're going to get this thing of noodles. Gosh, extremely heavy. Okay. So I'm using pad thai noodles for anyone who came on in late. So I'm just going to drain these noodles. Give it a second. YouTube isn't as fun as Instagram from the comments. Yeah, I totally agree. Totally agree. Eek. Don't joke because I'm a handyman. All right, here's the pad thai noodles. They're going straight in. And what happened? Oh, he's pulling out the things. And like always, I need a bigger pan. So, pour the dressing in now. Chuck all that in there. Yum. Eek. Add the egg back in. Perfect. Toss that around. Kind of let that soy just like caramelize a little bit. Amazing. So if you think you need more dressing, add it in now. If you think you need obviously if you need less, do it in bit by bit, but I've done this recipe before, so I know how much dressing in, but do it bit by bit. If you've made this whole thing and you are gonna eat it a bit later, perhaps make a little bit more dressing so that when you go to heat it up, put a little bit of dressing on top so that it doesn't go dry. Eek, eek, eek. All right. Mitch, why are you talking about utes? What, like, all I can see is utes on here. I'm like, stop. No, do not start a hashtag saying buy Mitch a ute. That's not cool. Like, he doesn't deserve one. Literally. Okay. That is good. That is all delish. Look at that. Yum. Now, what I would do is taste that, because if you don't taste it and then you finish cooking and then you're like, well, that tasted bland as. You need to obviously taste it and then be like, yes, no, let's put more in, let's put less in. Stop, I'm not your sugar mama. That is a ridiculous statement. Can you hear him laughing? This is what he does, and then everyone thinks it's hilarious. Mitch desserts. Is it bad to use a metal utensil scraping the pan? Yeah, probably, but this pan sucks, so I don't care. All right, noodles, that is done. Check that out. How good is that? So we made a delicious pad thai today. Dressing, veg, noodle. We're gonna top, Mitch, I'm gonna kill you. We're gonna top with some coriander. So you're just gonna rip that in there. Hit him, Leah. I'm forgetting the bean shoots. Yeah, I think that I forgot them, but I must have forgot them altogether. Put the bean shoots in when you put the veg in, or you can put them in now and roll them through. Oops, forgot those. So coriander goes in, nuts go on top. Yum. And then that is a delicious, the nuts, I'm like, if they don't have nuts in there, it does not taste as good, I promise you. So like toasted nuts, give it something else. If you can't have nuts, if you're allergic to nuts, if you're not allergic to seeds, try a seed, like pepita seeds. Toasted pepita seeds would be delicious, like crushed up. Toasted sunflower seeds. Or you can leave them out. Yeah, you can absolutely leave them out. They're just for like a little added extra crunch, a little added extra protein. Yeah, you don't necessarily need them, but they just taste really good. But if you're allergic, use the seed or leave out. On top of the rest of that, big squeeze of lime with a leftover half a lime. Yum. And then, yep, can add chicken. Absolutely, you can add chicken. So what I would do is I'd cook it in a different pan with some salt and pepper or whatever, and then throw it into the pan with everything else when it's almost basically cooked. But check out that. Does look really good. I actually cannot wait for lunchtime. Is it acceptable to eat pad thai at 9:30 in the morning?
Yeah, but don't swear when you taste it.
Yeah, yesterday. Yesterday we had to add our YouTube videos. I thought it had ended. And I was like, okay, bye everyone, bye. And then I tasted it and I was like, this is, and I swore really bad. And then we didn't realize that they didn't press the button under YouTube. So I swore full on, even though I swear all damn day, so it's fine. Okay, so if you've missed this recipe, watch it on my YouTube channel. It's literally live streaming right now. So go on YouTube, it'll be on there. The recipe will be there. All is good, but how good is it? Delicious. Yeah, so once it's stopped being live, you can rewatch this. It'll be on my story for 24 hours until tomorrow morning when we do the new live. Let me taste. Let me give me a little bit of this. Give us a taste test. Can you have a taste test? No. You don't have to go on camera. Just eat it.
No, you try.
Okay. Do for fuzz. The more you swear, they say it means the more you're more intelligent. Mm-hmm. I would think so. Mm-hmm.
You made that up.
No, she wrote that.
She made that up.
She made that up. That is so good. I'm obsessed with that. That tastes delicious. So recipe will be on the YouTube video channel when it streams. What if you add too much sauce?
Get a straw and
drink it out. If you add too much sauce, so that's the thing. If you add your sauce in slowly, and then taste it as you need. I would probably put more because I love salt. But yeah, see how you legit watched on both feeds. Legend. So that is it for today. Any other questions? Can you do sausage rolls? Yes, that'll be delicious for next week.
I think Charles should do sausage rolls.
You think? I reckon we should do sausage rolls with Mitch. I'm thinking. So that is done. Recipe on the website. Thank you for coming to today's live. What's on for tomorrow? Tomorrow is Thursday. I do this every time. I really should look at this. Well, let me guess. Pad Thai. It's dal, bear dal. The dal from Bear is tomorrow. It is honestly the biggest winter warmer. It's so delicious. It's freezable. It's one of my favorites from Bear. It's so good. And then we've got the next day, we've got risotto, veggie risotto, which is awesome. So if you want to add some chicken protein in there, we'll do that as well.
See you then, Dal.
See you then, Dal. See you tomorrow, darlings. I'm so excited. Thank you so much for coming. Please let me know if you make this recipe. I would love to see it on my stories. But yeah, hope you have a fabulous day, guys. We're gonna like they literally sit there staring at me. I'm like, one of you's gonna